The village was wrapped in gold sunlight, the breeze soft, the silent carrying the scent of wet soil and wind jasmine. Among the quiet hills and green mountains lived Swain, a simple girl with a heart as gentle as the wind. Her hand bore the mark of daily work, feeding cattle, greeding spices, washing clothing in the river, but her smile never wavered. Since she lived a quiet life with her mother while her father worked far away in the city under a man named Mr. Kim, head of the one of South Korea's most powerful empire, the morning she finished folding dry laundry, her mother approached with a letter and a worried face. Your father wrote, she said, pressing the letter to Wine's hand, something serious. Wine read it. Her eyes moved overboard like marriage. Kim family. Her hand trembled silently. You don't have to say yes, her mother whispered gently. But your father said, Mr. Kim is pleading his son. He is in pain, cold, refuse any proposal. He needs someone kind. Vine was silent for a moment, looking outside, where two children chased butterflies across the field. Her father had never asked her for anything. He had worked year without complaint to raise her. If this was what he wished, if it's make happy, she said softly, then I am happy too. In the heart of Seoul, Taehyung sat in silence. In the grand room, his leg unmoving, veil replacing his step, bitterness replacing his own warm soul. Since the accident that had taken away his ability to walk, he had shut the world out. His fiancée had left him, friend vanished. Now he had only the cold marvel of Kim, the hiss of his wheelchair, and the haunting anguish of what used to be. His father, Mr. Kim, stood before him, hopefully yet hesitated. Her name is Wine, he said. She's simple village girl, not after your money, just good-hearted. Let me bring light into this house, then into your life. You want me to trap some innocent girl into marriage, a man who can't even stand? Mr. Kim's voice broke. I want you to have someone who might care. Then looked away, and yet, when he saw the quiet bleeding in his father's aged face, something inside cracked. Fine, he muttered, but tell her clearly, I have no love to offer. I am a burden. Mr. Kim smiled through misty eyes. Let her decide it. The wedding happened quietly in the Kim family private garden. Wine bore a simple handbook, soft piece, the embossed floor. Her eyes never left him. She approached him. He didn't speak. He didn't smile. And when they exchanged vows, his voice was flat. Take you, Wine. This is just an arrangement. Her heart flinched, but she kept her head high and replied, I, Wine, take you. And I will honor this marriage with everything I have. That night, after the final guest had left, Wine entered the dimly lighted bedroom. Her new husband sat near the window, staring into the dark, unmoving. She stepped forward nervously. Do you need anything? Water, medicine? His voice was low and cold. You are free to do anything in this house. Go where you want. Be who you want. But don't expect love from me. Wayne stood there bit-held. I cannot give what already died inside me, he added. For a moment silence hung heavy. Then she replied quietly with a small blow, "Thank you for being honest, but I didn't marry expecting love. I married hoping maybe one day you let someone care for you." He didn't look at her, he didn't reply, but deep in the corner of his heart, a place locked for too long, a faint innocence. And that night, as she sat on the far side of the bed facing the wall, one whispered a blow only the moon heard. "One day I will make the world around your heart." The morning in Kim Mansion were always quite too quiet for someone like Ryan, who grew up with the sound of birds, temple bells, and her mother hunting down bird hair. Silence plunged into the marble-like forest. Every day she woke up early. She swept their room, prepared breakfast, and brewed them prepared green tea. Even though he never drank it, he sat by the window and touched mug beside him and willed himself to study with a bravely glance at her direction. Still Ryan tried. She placed cushion green in his leg when he looked uncomfortable. She organized his drawer, helped the staff with the meals, and made sure his medicine were never forgotten. Even when he told her coldly, "Don't waste your time on me," she smiled gently and continued. One evening, Mr. Kim asked to speak with her in a library. "You have been adjusting well," he said. I softened. "He wasn't always like this, I know," Ryan whispered. Mr. Kim hesitated, then added, "He worked from home, refused to go out, but the company still need him. Would you like to work at Kim Industry? You will be close to him. He might not say it, but he notices everything you do." One blow. "I will try my best." The next morning she asked him over breakfast, It's alright if I join the company." He didn't look up from his tablet. "Do whatever you want." She smiled. "Then I will work hard, not just as your wife, but also as someone who believes in you." That was the first time he paused, just for a moment. At the company, Ryan worked humbly. She didn't boast about being the CEO wife. She studied the basic operations and climbed her way up, earning respect without shout-out. Her heart Lori remained in Kim Mansion, checking phone continuously in the case if they needed anything. One day while making lunch for them in the kitchen, her phone buzzed. A notification from a male colleague, Taehyung, who had wheeled into the kitchen, silently happened to notice the name Smiley in the message. It sparked something dark and bitter in his chest, jealousy and a deeper painful fear. She will leave me too, just like the rest. When she finds someone capable of standing beside her, she will walk away. He left quietly without touching the food she had lovingly prepared. Later that day, she found him sitting silently in the shared bedroom. She approached with a tray, smiling. "Lunch is ready. You didn't come down." "I lost my appetite," he said fatly. Her smile faded. "Did I do something wrong?" He looked away, voice barely audible. You are free to leave. If you want to divorce me, I won't stop you. Her heart shattered. She stood there frozen. After everything she did this. She stepped forward, red eyes. If I wanted you to leave you, I would never married you in the first place. Tears beaming her lashes as she placed the tray down and walked out, leaving him with a scent of warm soup and something colder regret. Some day later at work, her male colleague, someone who had grown up close to her, approached her. Why? He said gently. Why stay in this marriage? He cold broken. He can't give you happiness, but I can give you. If you are free in evening, we can have some ramen in my house. Before his hand could reach her, her palm cracked across his cheek. Eyes flaming. Dare speak one more word about my husband and I will break your face. You are not the boss here. He stared. I am not, she snapped. Can you forget one thing, that I am Kim Wyan, the CEO wife? I have every right to fire scum like you. She called security. Throw him out. I never want to see him again. What she didn't know was that Taehyung had been outside her cabin, hearing every word. He stood there, stunned, his heart thundering. She defended him, protected him, loved him. And for the first time in years, he felt something raise within him. For the first time in years, he felt something rise within him, pride. He turned to his PA and whispered, take me home. After that, Taehyung couldn't sleep. He replayed every word Wyan had said to the man. Every time she called him her husband, the way she stood proud, protective, like he was worth defending. She couldn't see my wheelchair, he thought. She see me. And yet he said nothing. His walls were still high, his insecurity still louder, but her voice, it was staring, cracked through the silence. He burned himself. Then came Jungkook, lived cousin, charming and free-spirited, arrived from Busan, laughter trailing behind him. He greeted Wyan with playful eyes, joked about her village charm, teasing her sweetly. Taehyung watched them, his jaw clenched. He didn't know what irritated him more, the way Jungkook made Wyan laugh or how easily she laughed with him. One afternoon, he rolled into the garden and found them sitting breathing cherry tree. Jungkook asked, Nuna, do village girls learn to make city see or fall in love? Wyan chuckled, only if the CEO has her heart. Jungkook grinned, does he? Wyan looked down. Maybe I am still searching for it. Taehyung turned and left before they saw his face. The Kim family hosted a business celebration the week at the mansion. The entire estate were decorated in the gold livery, but Taehyung didn't care about the party. He cared about her. He hadn't seen her all day. She was busy with preparation, greeting guests, smiling but not at him. At 9 fell, he entered their room, saw her standing near the mirror, dressed in a soft blue gown, her hair pinned, her face glowing, soft fragrance surrounding her, sometimes twisted in his chest. He had missed her presence, he cared warmth. She turned and smiled. You came. He didn't speak. She walked over and began fixing his hair gently. I know you are mad. I have been busy, but today, stay close to me. She winked. As she turned to grab her purse, he pulled her back into his lap. She kept salty, cheeks flushing. You should stay close to me too. He whispered against her neck. Her eyes widened, but she smiled shyly and slipped away, heart pounding. Party began. Wine moved through the crowd gracefully, her hand gently resting on Taehyung's shoulder as she entered him to guest. But one of his business excused, Mr. Do, a sharp-tongued man with a curious make. He looked at wine and then Taehyung. She deserves someone who can walk beside her, Mr. Do muttered. Someone who can protect her from falling, not someone stuck in the chair. Their hand clenched the armrest. The world grand dream. A few days later, things sat in living room. Jungkook and Wine were fooling around, chasing each other like a siblings. Jungkook threw water at her playfully and ran. Wine excused and chased him barefoot through the hallway. Suddenly, she slipped, fell hard on the marble floor. Things were breathing. Wine. Jungkook rushed to her. She gone, clutched her waist. Didn't move. He couldn't. He couldn't. Mr. Do entered at the moment the file and saw the scene. He turned to them coldly. See what I mean? She will keep falling and you will keep watching helpless. The word in skull like a thunder. That night, he waited in their room. When Wine entered, he spoke quietly. No need to waste your time in this loveless marriage. I have decided to free you. He placed signed divorce paper on the table. Wine stared at them frozen. You want this? She whispered. I am not capable of giving you a happy life, tears filling her eyes. Since the day we married, I did everything to make this relationship work, but you never let me in. If you hate me this much, fine. She snatched the pen and signed. I love you, but today you broke me. Her voice trembled. But from today I hate you. She stormed out. Tim stared at the signed paper and began to cry silently.